This thing on. I'm back. Yeah, time for some reviews. 2015, here we go. Hey, Maria, where's my pants?
Welcome back to Little Music for the females.
I'm gonna show you something beautiful.
That's right. Finally, Doomsday has come into our collections. So this is the box for the Doomsday figure. It has the Superman blood S logo dripping off it. The background's white. They had the containment suit Superman release earlier last year. And this one was said to not be done, but looks like Mattel, or I should say Scott Knightley, toy guru, and his team pushed and managed to get it done. So, right off the bat, you'll notice the box is quite huge, as I mentioned earlier. It's pretty much basic, nothing on the side. You can pause there, you can read a little information about Superman and the story that was about his death. On the top, you have here Signature Series, Doomsday. This is the last figure in the line. Unfortunately, it would have been Damian Wayne, but they managed to get this one out for us, and it's marked final figure, as I show you momentarily. And just to do a little comparison, this is the box that the containment suit Doomsday came in versus the box of the Unleashed Doomsday came in. And you can't really tell from this side, but if you turn it like this, you can see there's a big difference in size of the box that this Doomsday comes in. A very big difference. Even if you look from the top side like this, you'll see it's all this space. And here he is, Unleashed Doomsday. Well, we can't really see him from here, but I just watched off this amazing art. It's Jerkins art from the comic book. I believe it's the final comic book there when Doomsday finally kills Superman. As you see, it wraps around the box completely. I'll just speed it up a bit. I'm going to do a quick little showing of the comparison of the boxes I mentioned earlier. This is the packaging for the containment suit Doomsday, as you saw in my other video. I showed you that. See, there's nothing there in the back for this. On this one, I mean. But here, you can see the difference. But you see more of the difference when you lift off the slip. Here you have Doomsday. Just quick reference there. Same information as on the white box. Same thing that they had there in the black box of the packaging of the Doomsday. And you can see the difference. Here he's like slightly destroying the city, and you see Superman coming in the background to try and stop him. And here you have a lot of like people mourning. So I must say that they've done a bang up job of the packaging. It looks nice. It's just amazing. They have, see here, the Superman cape on the peg from the very last scene. You completely see Doomsday from like pretty much every angle possible. So it brings a big dilemma. If you're a collector that always opens your figures, no problem. But if you are a mint collector and a kind of like opener, yeah, you're going to be in a dilemma unless you got two. And that's what I did. I got two of these. And I'm going to be having one in the package because it just looks wonderful, amazing. And of course, the other one is the one I'm going to show you momentarily outside the package. And as I mentioned earlier, this is just some of the amazing artwork that you could get inside. You see the citizens of Metropolis with their heads down because Superman has been killed by Doomsday. The very bottom part here, there's like rubble and stuff, like rocks, and yeah. Alright, my little TCLs, the moment we've been waiting for, Unleashed Doomsday, up close and personal. So, as I mentioned before, this figure was intended for the sub that was supposed to happen last year. Believe it or not, man, a year's gone by when we were supposed to get the sub. It would have been the end, and we would have maybe gotten another one starting next year or something like that. It's like, it's just amazing how fast it went by that year, 2014. It's like, wow. So, He comes with this tether cape here of Superman. It's all torn up. It has a yellow S, something neglected from the Superpowers figure. Hint, hint. Anyways, it's made of real cloth, so which is really cool. And I can go on either one of his what do you call it, bone fist claws here. But I must tell you to be very careful, because it does kind of tear if you kind of force it a bit, because mine here kind of like is opening up already. So just be very careful if you want to keep this as in best condition as possible. Alright, so here we have Doomsday. As they call him, Unleashed Doomsday, but I'm just going to call him Doomsday through my review, because he is just Doomsday, as everybody knows him. His head can look up, down. He has a ponytail which actually twists and turns. Head can go left and right. He has the basic articulation of any of these Build-A-Figures like Kilowog or any DC Universe figures you might have. He has swivel at the biceps, bend at the elbows, swivel at the wrists, swivel at the waist. He has an ab crunch. He has regular legs can go out, inwards, can do the splits. Can swivel here at the upper thigh. He has single knee joint, and he has swivel at the boots, and he has swivel at the ankles, and he does have a bit of ankle rocker, believe it or not. The bones are made of really pliable rubber. They have to make it not sharp, like some other companies. They have different standards as to making figures, especially one like this will have so many bones that could be really sharp and rigid and dangerous for kids. Because we collectors, we don't care, because we will be careful, but you never know. This figure can still be bought and given to a child or something like that, so they have to take that precaution and just be careful and be safe. But it doesn't hinder it at all. I guess time would tell if it's going to tear or come out at all, but it's really in there, really well glued in. It's flexible, so that's about it for there. It's even on his face. What I like about his face, which is hard to really capture, is that this is like a face plate on him. In other words, it's a sculpting and it's glued on. So like I said before, this is an entirely different piece that's sculpted and then put over his face. You can see like his inside of his mouth, his tongue, and you can see the red eye peeking out through the bone, I guess the bone bars, or his bone eyelashes, or whatever you want to call them. But it's really looks menacing and looks really cool. They really put a lot. My hats off to the Four Horsemen. They did a great job on this being the final figure for DC Universe Classics. Why? But yeah, if this is the way we're gonna have to go out, then yeah, we're going out with a bang. Alright, so here we are with a little height comparison plus the before and after. Here I have a custom battle damage Superman, and here's a Superman from the actual DC Superhero Classics line, and you can see the height difference. In the first Doomsday, they did a DC Superheroes line back in I think 2000 and was it 4 or 8? I'm not sure, but when they first started doing like Batman, Superman, that's only what I only had the license for. This is the Doomsday they came out, and they came up with another one, the Lava Doomsday, which is basically the same Doomsday, just done in like red and orange, like he's been battling Superman in the lava pit. Anyone seen Justice League Unlimited? It's kind of like reminiscence of that Doomsday when he was fighting him on the island there in the volcano. This Doomsday was very much needed due to like people complain about him being too big, or he should have been like a little bit bigger. This height difference because the way he was in the comics, and just like any other character, it depends on who draws him. And over the years, Doomsday has gotten bigger to be more menacing and more threatening for Superman. That's basically because he learns from his mistakes and he evolves each and every time Superman beats him. That being said, You know, if people remember way back, look back from when the Avengers first started in comic books, the Hulk was pretty much the same size of Iron Man and Thor. He was maybe like about a foot, maybe taller. Now he's like almost 10 feet tall. So you see throughout the years, different artists or just in general to just decide to change the size of the character to make them more imposing or menacing, and that's basically what happened here with the Doomsday in the comic books. So this is why we got this Doomsday, to make him more imposing and menacing, because really when you look at this, it's like, okay, he can go toe to toe, but now he's a little bit more menacing towards Superman and any other superheroes. When comparing these two, they're pretty much the same. The biggest difference would be, I think, the belt. Around the belt and the waist, here he has like torn pants like are showing up above his belt. Here he doesn't have any of that. And the other big difference is it would have been nice if they did like a wash on him, like a black wash and stuff to bring out the colors. Because this Doomsday here is a lot darker than this Doomsday. So there's not that much detail that's being shown in the bigger version of Doomsday compared to the 6-inch version of Doomsday they did at the very beginning of the DC superheroes line. But other than that, it is a really cool and great figure, and it's really nice to have a Doomsday that is can take out the whole Justice League and anybody else who stands in his way. Alright, and here we have the 3 Doomsdays that I have, roughly about the same size, 9-10 inches tall. Of course, you have the Containment Suit Doomsday that came out San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. And then you have my custom Doomsday from Rex, Baja. He's an amazing custom. It's custom figures for any figure you want, any character. He just nails it. He just nails it right on the money. My friend actually had an updated version of a New 52 Doomsday done by him, and it looks amazing. So you can see that it's pretty much the 2 Doomsdays from Mattel are pretty much the same height. Just that there's more the bones and everything like that, which still brings it still raises the question as to why they kept saying this one's gonna cost so much. Which in the end it was only about $10 difference, or I think $5 difference. I think this one was like $35 San Diego Comic-Con one. And the Unleashed Doomsday was $40. So a $5 difference is the reason why they couldn't just decide to give us both, or have one at the San Diego Comic-Con and one straight for the sub. I don't know what the story was, but when you look at it and it turned out to be like a $5 difference as to why we lost on the sub, it's kind of ridiculous. But on the bright side, we did get the Doomsday that everybody wanted in the end. Here's the custom Doomsday that I have, that I mentioned in my other videos. You can see this one I like because of the way they have the hair, the way he did his hair and stuff, kind of like in the comic books, and the artwork there that you saw in the packaging. The bone structure in the back is different because basically it's just a copy of the 6-inch version of the Doomsday. But all in all, like you could see the difference when it comes down to color. And even though his the Mattel one's a light gray, the dark gray really stands out, or at least like a wash on it would have really stand out and make this figure absolutely pop. Other than that, it's a great figure, and I couldn't be more happy with the fact that we did actually end up getting this Doomsday. It sucks that he's like the final figure, as they say, but at least we did get him to complete a collection in some shape or form. There's a lot of characters that are missing, but and there you have it, folks. A look at the Unleashed Doomsday from Mattel. Final figure in the DC Superheroes Classic line. It has come to an end, and those of you who ordered this figure know about all the hoopla and everything, from the fact that he went from he wasn't supposed to be made to the fact that we saw what was supposed to be mock-ups of the figure that they were just say it was, that actually coming out about a month early, being on sale and not being available due to the ports, right? It's just a lot hoopla. In the end, some people got theirs right away. Some of us are only getting it now. He was available on ManityCollector.com up until I think about a month ago, and they removed him. Whether they sold out of him or not, I don't know. So your best bet is to go track him online. I'm not sure what retailers actually did manage to pick them up. Maybe they're getting in their figures now this week. Seems like everybody's now getting the Unleashed Doomsday who order him at the time. So that it's all I can really say. It's best of luck. It's a figure that if you've been collecting this line for a while, it's really worth it. I recommend it. It's a lot of fun, and it's just amazing and massive. And my hat's off again to Toy Guru and his team for making this happen. Yeah, it's really wish that we could have kept the line going, or at least still get figures, but who knows what the future holds. Anyways, it's Scorpion72 signing off and telling you, keep playing. I can't let you destroy Metropolis. I've got to stop you at all costs. Doomsday. Love this figure. Wicked. Wicked. Doomsday. No one can stop Doomsday. Doomsday will destroy you all. There are no strings on me. Doomsday.